Hi there, and welcome to Let's Slow Down, a podcast for all of you who feel tired and stressed from this overwhelming world. Here we'll have fun, inspiring conversations about living life on our own terms and explore ways to ease the pace of our modern world, because life really is good when you're relaxed enough to be present for it. I'm your host, Anne-Marie Stolting, and I welcome you to this space where I hope to inspire you to slow down, because life is too short to let it go by in a blur. So take a deep breath, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome back to the Let's Slow Down podcast. Happy June to all of you. It's the first week of this new month. Moving forward, my hopes are to live a very simple, intentional life this summer. Declutter all the stuff that is getting in the way of doing that. And one area that I'm focusing on is my closet. I have decided to challenge myself and do Project 333. Those of you who aren't familiar with it, I'm going to get into what it is and how it was started and who started it in this episode, and also how I am embracing this challenge in my own life and the benefits that I hope to feel from it. So I'm doing a true closet declutter that also takes into account not only the physical stuff and all the clothes, but it takes into account the emotional baggage that comes with having too much. I know that I've talked about that a lot on the show. I've had a lot of decluttering experts who have also spoken about that emotional piece of decluttering, how freeing it can be. So Project 333 was created by Courtney Carver. She is an author, blogger, speaker in the minimalism world. She's been a real role model for me. I encourage you to check her out, check her books out. In her Project 333 book, she gave some statistics that were kind of eye-opening, and I want to share them with you. She said, I wanted to stop feeling like I didn't have enough, like I wasn't enough. The average woman owns $550 in clothing that has never been worn. We wear 20% of our clothing 80% of the time. Yet 100% of our wardrobe gets 100% of our attention, emotion, space, and time. That's exhausting. Don't you want some relief and a little peace? So that opening in her book really spoke to me, and I have been familiar with this challenge. I've seen a lot of people online who have done it in their own life, and I've always been inspired to, but I never truly did it. So I want to explain to you what it is and what her quote unquote rules are. Although she stresses that there's no right or wrong way to do this, you can certainly tweak it to fit your own life and, what's appropriate for you. So what it is an invitation to create space in your closet, time in your life, and love in your heart. It's a call for less and a chance to completely redefine your relationship with stuff and shopping, especially the stuff you put on your body every day. Project 333 is an opportunity to think differently, dress differently, and learn about what you really want and need in your closet and in your life. So the 333 stands for 33 articles of clothing for 3 months. I'm going to read you her rules, reading right from her book. Her rules are to wear only 33 items, including clothing, accessories, jewelry, outerwear, and shoes. What doesn't count is your wedding ring or a sentimental piece of jewelry that you never take off, underwear, sleepwear, in-home loungewear, and workout clothing. But she stresses that your workout clothes have to work out. So if you find yourself running errands in them, doing all sorts of things throughout the day in them, then they are supposed to count towards your 33. She encourages you to choose your 33 items, box up the remainder of your fashion statement, and seal it with tape and put it out of sight. I want to just kind of mention that my personal take on this was a little different than what she suggested. I did go with 33 items, but I didn't include jewelry in my 33 items. I don't wear a lot of it, but I decided to keep it really simple since this is the first time that I'm doing this challenge. So I also did not include swimwear. It's summer. Wasn't sure how to handle like the bathing suits and stuff. And honestly, those don't take up much room anyway. So I chose for this time not to include any of that. That's the summary of how this Project 333 works. Carver says there's many benefits that come from this, but there's 5 important things that you'll gain from doing this challenge. And the first one is money. It's kind of obvious. It's an invitation to stop shopping, so to stop spending money. I like to look at it as an invitation to really be grateful for all that I have, because how often do we feel like, oh, I have nothing to wear, even though we have a packed closet, a jam-packed closet? But for some reason, there's just, I guess it's just the overwhelm of having too much. You don't really see what you have. Things get lost in the clutter. By simplifying and streamlining, I feel like I have a newfound appreciation for the clothes that I have. It makes you really evaluate everything that you're wearing. So I spent an entire afternoon like trying on almost everything that I own, going through all of it, sifting through. I did make one bag to give away because stuff didn't fit me anymore, or I really don't ever wear those items anymore. So I'm going to get rid of those. But overall, it just really made me grateful for the things that I have. It also made me a little more conscious of what I don't need. So, for example, I'll be going to the Outer Banks on my summer vacation in July. I was very clearly reminded that I do not need another sweatshirt or t-shirt with OBX on it. I feel like my wardrobe was starting to look like a walking advertisement for the Outer Banks. So just reminded me of that. And I will have a little chuckle when I'm shopping down at the shore and reminding myself, do not need that anymore. I will save that money. So another thing that I know that I'll be gaining from this project is time. So time shopping, and immediately when I read that, shopping in a store came to mind. But how much time do we spend online shopping? I think that that's the bigger culprit. Even going through all the emails and the promotions that come through about sales. So saving all of that time. Also time getting dressed each morning, time spent deciding what to wear. So much time will be given back to me. The streamlined closet makes it a lot easier to pick out outfits and see what I have. I think the most important thing is that I feel good about the clothes that I'm wearing because, like I said, they all fit and they were all comfortable and I like wearing them and I like how I feel in them. Another huge gain here is space. So getting the excess stuff out of your closet really helps you to feel what it's like to live with less. While I prepared for this project, I collected about 1 bag of clothes to donate that I did get rid of, but the rest of my stuff went in a bin up in the attic, just like she suggested, out of sight for now. There's a huge psychological connection to clutter. The space that's created here felt so light and freeing. And it might sound strange because it's just a closet, but it is something we go into and spend time in every single day. This feeling really does transfer to many other areas of life. And it's affected me on a much deeper level than just my closet. I feel more grounded, confident, put together, and relaxed, which leads to the next benefit that she talks about, and that's clarity. I'm going to read straight from the book here. Courtney Carver says that once you've selected your 33 items, you don't have to think much about what to wear for the next 3 months. You don't have to worry about what's on sale, what you need to buy, or what's missing from your closet. By reducing those decisions, you can consider what really matters to you and have more clarity throughout the day. Bye-bye decision fatigue. This was a big one for me because apparently we make over 35,000 conscious decisions every single day. And if you think about how many of those are related to your clothes or what you feel like wearing that day or what you might want to wear or what you don't want to wear, there's a lot of them that are related to how we dress. So this helps eliminate that. And just the sheer number of decisions that we have can really weigh us down and make us feel heavy and stressed. It's a kind of an unconscious thing, but a lot of clarity comes from this. And it's these little tweaks and these little changes and shifts that can really make a big impact on our overall well-being and our mental state and can transfer to other areas of life. One other important thing that you'll gain from this is freedom. Freedom from having too much, especially a closet full of clothes that you don't love, don't fit, or you might feel guilty about buying. This can all really weigh you down. Losing that excess and keeping only the items that you feel good about will really help you experience freedom from all the stress that you didn't even realize was there. This is something that's difficult to put into words, to articulate, but you'll know it when you feel it. Overall, this leaves you with more time and attention to put towards things that matter. So why am I doing this challenge? Why did I decide to take part in Project 333 right now? I kind of like the idea of a challenge. It sounds fun to me. And I've dabbled with this in the past, but I've never really fully committed to it. As I'm looking forward to living a very simple, intentional summer, this felt very aligned with that goal. It's recommended that you chunk the 3 months using the quarters of the calendar year, but I decided that I would start in June because seasonally, considering the New Jersey weather where I live, June, July, and August all have similar temperatures, and that made more sense to me. Plus, it just was the time in my life when I decided that I felt like doing this. So again, there's no right or wrong way. You can do it anytime, but I spent Memorial Day going through my clothes. The weather had finally turned and it was much warmer. And I think this summer weather is here to stay for a while. So I had fun going through my stuff, putting away all the rest of my winter stuff and heavier things. And it just made me excited for the summer season. So I want to tell you what I decided to keep in my 33 items. And again, I didn't count the jewelry or bathing suits, so I technically have a little bit more than 33, but that's okay. I went with 4 pairs of shoes, 3 pairs of shorts, 3 pairs of pants, 5 dresses, 6 tanks, 8 short sleeve tops, 1 long sleeve button down that I can also use for layering. So you get a little bit creative with how you use your clothes and putting them together to create new looks. 1 sweater and 2 sweatshirts. And that adds up to 33. So as I said, I started right after Memorial Day. So I'm a little over a week in. And so far, I have to say that I love it. I know it's a little early. It's a little soon. I do plan to do a recap at the end of August and let you all know how I did with it, if I was successful sticking to the 33 items or if I ended up cheating a lot. I feel like there's going to be a learning curve here and I'm probably missing something or might need to reconsider a few things, but that's okay. I'm trying to embrace that beginner's mindset and just see how it works in my life and how I need to tweak it and what benefits I can get out of this. So far it's been fun and it's made getting dressed really easy. And I actually feel like I am more put together and I feel a little bit better about myself. It's low stress and there's quite a bit of freedom and just a light feeling about it all, which is how I want my summer to feel. So I felt like this was just really right in line with that and a perfect time to try this. That's all for today. I'm going to be posting some more about this on the blog and on my social media. You can check it out on Instagram, Let's Slow Down 2023. And I'll be sharing some of the outfits I came up with and things like that along the way, just to have a little fun with it. So you can check all that out there. And I would encourage you to check out letslowdown.net. It's the podcast's new website, my new website. Sign up so you can get on the email list where I will not be bothering you too often, but I will be keeping you informed of upcoming things and especially of the status of the book that I'm writing. Hopefully that'll be getting published in the not too far away future. So lots of good stuff to come. But for today, I just wish you a beautiful first week of June. I hope that you can have a day full of ease and simplicity. Till next time.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode and have been inspired to slow down and start living life at your own pace. As a brand new podcast, your listener voice matters. If Let's Slow Down is resonating with you, please take a minute to leave a review and rate us. Subscribe to the show wherever you listen and share it with friends. Remember, this is a process, so go easy on yourself. Be gentle and take all the space you need to thrive, because the world needs you to be at your best, to love and serve others and yourself.